Welcome to the Leading Yourself podcast. This is your host, Carolina de Arriba. I'm an HR professional, health and fitness coach, wife, mom, and above all things, a goal-getter. In this podcast, we're going to be digging into all things leadership, professional and career development, habits, and relationships. This is a podcast for those who want to become the best version of themselves. Those who have big dreams and are willing to embrace the journey and put in the work to achieve them. My goal is to share with you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you in your journey. So let's dig into today's episode. I want to start today's podcast with saying Happy Mother's Day and wishing a Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that listen to the podcast, no matter when you're listening to this episode and no matter when you celebrate Mother's Day. I know in my house it's always challenging because in Spain we celebrate Mother's Day the first Sunday of May. In Mexico, they celebrate Mother's Day on May 10th, regardless of what day of the week that is. In the US, we celebrate Mother's Day today, the second Sunday of May. So that's why I'm saying no matter when you celebrate Mother's Day, no matter when you listen to this podcast, I want to honor you because you are an inspiration to many. Being a mom, I always say, is the hardest and most rewarding job that anyone can have. And no matter how you feel you're doing amazing. Keep up with the great work. Today, I want to dedicate today's episode to recognize the tremendous value that moms bring to the workplace. The journey of motherhood equips us with a unique set of skills and qualities that can translate very seamlessly into our professional world. I was recently reminded, talking to a colleague at work, of the challenges that many mothers face by trying to re-enter the workforce after taking off some time to raise their children. And it reminded me of a TV commercial that I watched many years ago in Spain of a mom who encountered new obstacles while she was looking for a job after having taken some time off to raise her two children. She faced skepticism and doubt and from any potential employer she interviewed with due to the gap in her resume. And in this commercial, you can see her taking care of her kids and then every day going to a new interview and everyone shutting the doors at her. One day, she goes to this interview and she eloquently articulates the valuable skills that she had honed during the time that she was home taking care of her kids without mentioning what is that she was doing. But when they asked her about that gap, she said, I was working on a very important project that helped me develop all these skills. And ultimately, she lands the job that she wanted. And the commercial at the time, one, it made me cry, but also it resonated so much with me because a lot of times we underestimate all that it takes to be a mom and all the skills that we get to cultivate, to develop, to grow in being a mom. Becoming a mom has been the most transformative experience of my life. From the moment that I welcomed my oldest son into the world, I embarked into this journey of personal and professional growth that has shaped me today, who I am, in very profound ways. Through the challenges and the joys of motherhood, I've been able to cultivate diverse skill sets that have enhanced my capabilities to continue to grow my professional career. And today, what I would like to do is to highlight some of those valuable skills that moms acquire through the journey of motherhood. From time management to problem solving, being a mom really requires a diverse set of abilities that are highly transferable into the workplace. So I want to share some of these. Of course, this is not a comprehensive list, and I will love to hear from you. What skills do you think are missing in this list? And maybe we start a little bit of a conversation on social media, highlighting all the skills that moms bring to the workplace. One of the first skills that I can think of is time management. I personally believe that I became so much more productive the moment that I became a mom. It's really fascinating how sometimes it pushes you to figure things out. I remember when I was pregnant with my oldest, I had this moment where I was really terrified. I was really anxious because I was working like 50 hours a week. I was super dedicated to my career. I was feeling like the day didn't have enough hours to get all that I wanted to get done. And I had this moment of panic on how I was going to be able to keep up with all the demands from work, from life, and now taking care of this newborn and being a mom. And all parents out there, you know that your first kid, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? And I am grateful because becoming a mom created a necessity that pushed me to figure things out and become more productive and more efficient. I think really moms become masters of time management through the constant juggling act of balancing multiple tasks and priorities. From coordinating schedules for school, extracurricular activities, household chores, managing their own work and careers and commitments, moms hone in their ability to effectively allocate time and resources to meet the demands of their busy lives. And I think this skill translates seamlessly into the workplace, where effective time management is essential for productivity and success. Another skill that I think moms develop just by the simple fact of being moms is adaptability. Motherhood is a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns that requires moms to adapt quickly to changing circumstances and unforeseen, whether it's dealing with a kid that all of a sudden is sick or a last minute change in plans. Moms learn to remain flexible and resilient in the face of adversity. And I think that that kind of adaptability serves them well in the workplace to navigate ambiguity and embrace change, which we know change is the only constant. Another skill that I think mothers develop just by the fact of being moms is communication skills. And when I talk about communication skills, I'm talking about the full range of skills, from listening to giving instructions to providing feedback, all of it. And when we think about it, I am pretty convinced that 80% of all problems that organizations face, that teams faced, are due to gaps in communication. I have no study to back up that statement, but I like a good Pareto rule. And if I go with the 80-20, I am convinced that 80% of the problems in the workplace are due to those gaps in communication. Communication skills are one of the most important skills in the workplace. Regardless of whether you're an individual contributor, line manager, a leader, it doesn't matter where in your organization you are, you need to have good communication skills. And I think that being a mom is one of the most effective development measures to improve your communication skills. I am sure that moms listening right now will agree with me. This ability to communicate with empathy and clarity translates also into the workplace. I mean, from giving instructions on how to do things to our kids, to giving them feedback, to have difficult conversations, right? To be able to deal with conflict, to be able to set expectations and boundaries. Effective communication is essential in building relationships, solving conflicts, and achieving common goals. And I think, again, moms have a unique opportunity to practice all kinds of communication skills with their kids, which makes them better communicators, right? At least empathetic communicators that can communicate with different audiences, that can adapt, that can deal with those difficult conversations. Because as a parent, you have a lot of those. And every day is an opportunity to practice those communication skills. Another skill is problem solving and creativity. Let's accept it. Motherhood is a crash course in creative problem solving, period. Motherhood presents moms with a wide range of challenges, mundane, everyday tasks to unexpected emergence, and moms become skilled problem solvers
that are able to adapt and find creative solutions to a variety of issues. And these problem-solving skills serve them well in the workplace as well, where the ability to think critically, to analyze problems, to generate innovations is really highly valued in today's world. The next one is empathy. I think that mothers foster a deep sense of empathy and compassion as they navigate the joys and the struggles of raising their children. From comforting a crying baby to supporting a distressed teacher, moms develop the sensitivity to the emotions and the needs of others. And this empathy allows them to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering stronger bonds, nurturing meaningful relationships. And this empathy in the workplace is a valuable asset. It enables moms to understand the perspective of their colleagues, their customers, their suppliers, their peers, all stakeholders, and respond with compassion and understanding. The next one is multitasking and organization skills. Moms are masters of multitasking and organization, seamlessly managing multiple responsibilities and tasks with whether it's coordinating family schedules, preparing meals, managing household chores. They excel at keeping everything running smoothly through meticulous planning and multitasking. And if you're a mom and you're like, I don't feel I do a good job, let me tell you that you are. If your kids are alive and your house is standing, you're doing a good job. So don't underestimate yourself. This ability to juggle different demands simultaneously translates also into the workplace, where multitasking and organization skills are essential for managing projects, meeting deadlines, and achieving goals efficiently. The next one is decision-making and intuition. I think that being a mom requires decisions on behalf of our children, ranging from everyday choices to major life decisions, whether it's choosing the best childcare option, making health, navigating educational choices. Moms develop this strong decision-making skills that are grounded in careful consideration and intuition. Not only they become better at making decisions, they become more confident in making decisions, but they also develop this innate that really helps them make timely decisions. And this decision-making acumen serves them as well in the workplace, where moms are valued for their ability to make informed, strategic decisions that drive business success. The next one is negotiation. Personally, I find sometimes more difficult to negotiate with my kids than with my peers, vendors, or customers. Kids can often be stubborn and unable, and yet, as moms, we find ourselves successfully negotiating in various ways with our kids. So I would say, as a mom, this is a skill we get to add to our resume. Moms hone their negotiation skills, learning to find common ground, compromising, creating win-win solutions, reaching mutually beneficial agreements. This negotiation translates into work where moms excel in resolving conflicts, negotiating contracts, building consensus among team members, you name it. The last one I'm going to touch on today, and again, this is not a comprehensive list, is resilience. Moms, and just being a mom is full of ups and downs that require us to navigate challenges with grace and with resilience, whether it's coping with sleepless nights, overcoming parenting setbacks, or just setbacks. Moms demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity. And this resilience not only helps them to persevere through difficult times, but also empower them to bounce back stronger and more resilient than ever. And in the workplace, resilience is a valuable asset that enables moms to handle pressure, setbacks, challenges, and problems with determination. I know I've been talking about all these skills from the perspective of moms because that's my own experience. I'm sure that dads also get to develop some of these skills as they become parents. I can't talk to that side of the story. I only can talk from my own experience and a mom. And I'll tell you that personally, motherhood has taught me patience, resilience, and unconditional love. It has challenged me to step outside of my comfort zone, to face my fears, to embrace vulnerability. Professionally, being a mom has enhanced my leadership skills as I've learned to navigate complex situations, make tough decisions, inspire others through my actions. I think that being a mom also has taught me the importance of self-care and work-life balance, reminding me to prioritize my well-being and to set boundaries so I can maintain a healthy equilibrium between my personal and my professional life. In conclusion, as we celebrate the invaluable contributions of moms in the workplace, I want to take a moment to recognize all the diverse skills and qualities that moms bring to the table. From time management and adaptability to communication and creative problem solving, moms possess a unique set of abilities that enrich every aspect of our professional lives. So to all the moms out there, thank you for your dedication, for your resilience, for your commitment to both your families and your careers. Motherhood is not just a role. As I always say, is the most difficult job we can ever have, but it's the most fulfilling one as well. And it's not just a job, a role, but it's a profound experience that shapes who we are and who do we become. So also for those of you who are not moms, but have made it this far on the podcast episode, those that work alongside moms, whether as colleagues, as managers, whatever relationship, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the invaluable skills and experiences that moms bring to your team and to your organization. I want to thank you for joining me today on this special Mother's Day episode on the Leading Yourself podcast. Remember that being a mom is not just a job. It's a journey of growth and empowerment. And I want to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. Okay, my friend, that's all I've got for you today. But before you go, 2 quick reminders. Number 1, if we're not already friends on Instagram, let's get connected. You can find me as Leading Yourself Podcast. Number 2, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am incredibly grateful that you're in this journey with me. I want to leave you with one last thought. I want to remind you that you're destined for more and that every step that you take brings you closer to becoming that best version of yourself. Embrace each day as a chance to learn, grow, and chase your dreams. The world needs you to shine brightly, so go out and show up fully and authentically. Take care, and I'll see you next time.